Everybody's dead. Our band's dead now. This is a Bobcat Goldthwait movie,
Really
so
need a little bit.
screaming. God Bless America is about myself and my wife and my daughter wanting to get guns and kill people. Well, I relate to the character of Frank in the movie because Frank is just really tired of people not being nice.
Show you a double.
Day one. I'm feeling pretty excited. A similar movie people mention is Falling Down, but Falling Down, if you've seen that movie, it's just about white anger. He's a guy who's upset that there's gangs. You know, that's not what this movie's about. It's not like this character feels threatened. This character is fed up. It's basically a liberal with a gun, kind of, in a weird way. As the empire collapses, Coliseums always become very popular, so our new Coliseum is shows like American Idol and stuff like that. I'm certainly not suggesting people go out and get guns and start shooting people, but it's weird. It's like most movies are violent, but people don't accuse the makers of those movies of having violent tendencies. There's something about this movie that people accuse me of having violent tendencies. In reality, I mean, I'm a vegetarian. I can't even get behind killing animals, you know. I don't know what'll happen when people see this movie. I can't be the only person that's fed up with the fact that people aren't very nice anymore. But this idea of trying to make a really funny movie and then cramming in some sort of story or theme afterwards, hey, friends are important or whatever, it's not that interesting. I kind of hopefully have themes and I'm trying to tell stories that are personal. People have really become so narcissistic and so entitled that they're completely unaware of how their actions affect other people. I wrote the script for my wife kind of as a Christmas present. Her and I were sitting at home one night and this commercial came on and it was an animated elephant shook its ass into the camera lens and then farted.
It's the most hilarious ringtone ever.
Text, F-A-R-T, and we just both looked at each other and went, well, let's go get some guns, let's start it. Ted Ham, who's one of the producers, is from Ham's Beer, and his family sold Ham's Beer, I believe, a while ago. I don't know who owns it now, but before the movie was officially a green light, I had gotten this tattoo, which is a Ham's Beer bear, and I was like, so we're gonna do this or what? Ham's Beer, represent. They didn't even laugh. They were more like, it was like, I was like, hey, you know, don't worry. I got plenty of room on this side for Fox Searchlight. So Sean and Jeff were actually on the set and very hands-on, and were really, really supportive. I know I want to vomit when I say all these cliche kind of things, but it's really true with them. They were very helpful in making the movie instead of being producers that stand behind the camera and go, harumph.
Then we built a boat. Come on, boys, we're taking the boat out. He backs it in, the boat goes out, turns over and sinks. He goes, all right, everybody back in the truck. Let's go. And he takes it away.
I've been friends with Bob Goldthwait, who's the director, since we did a movie called One Crazy Summer. Vote for applause.
He's very relatable, and there's something about his face. It's very kind and sweet and sad, but it's not pathetic, you know?
He called me and he said, I'm going to send you the script over. And I read the script and I said, it's really funny, it's really great. You know, what did you have in mind? What guy, you know, the molester guy, the pedophile, or was it, you know, the guy in the office? He goes, no, Frank. Frank? The guy? He's like, yeah, the guy. And it came to me like that.
This is my leading lady. You really like her a lot, even though she's a horrible person killing people.
Well, I got the audition, and I read the script, and I really loved it. So I was really excited to get in there. But yeah, I just auditioned for it. Just typical, everyday audition, and then it kind of happened. I'm Roxy. What's your name?
Frank.
Great. It's really excellent to meet you, Frank.
Joel and Tara have awesome chemistry together. And when I see it, it's pretty amazing. And in fact, it kind of influenced the way the movie was shot, because there's lots of times where it all worked in the two-shot. Yeah, that was really important for the movie. I'm glad it worked out. I should have been a little more concerned earlier on.
The relationship is strange, and I think people will have to decide what the relationship is.
It's platonic. Just get that out of the way.
Frank is vehement that he is against pedophiles and doesn't like people that do things to young people and damage people.
It's kind of like a father-daughter relationship.
But I think he might actually kind of fall in love with the little girl a little bit in a way.
They're really great friends.
She might be a little nice on Frank as well.
Yes, it is platonic.
People will be studying this in English class for years. What is Frank and Roxy's relationship?
Fuck you, Frank!
It's a friendship, you know. I guess they're kind of they make up a family, the two of them together.
Tell us how to get to Sunland.
Do you like this car, sir?
It's pretty nice.
Really?
It really wants to run.
Robin Williams was in The World's Greatest Dad, and he calls me Ed Wood, or Bob Wood, actually, after Ed Wood. And so Tara's a new member of the Bob Wood Players.
My parents are all for it, yeah.
I'm teaching a minor how to smoke cigarettes.
Should be proud of
She does have her GED though. She's emancipated. It's all right.
I look so suave.
Yeah.
Is this the first time you smoked?
They were really excited about it when they heard about it too, just because it's kind of what's been on everybody's mind, the story. Nobody's really had the balls to do it though, you know. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's God's country.
The two movies that inspired me most in making this movie was the movie Network and then the movie Badlands. Those are the kind of things that I was thinking of when I made it and I was aspiring to. The movie Bonnie and Clyde really didn't have much to do with the real Bonnie and Clyde, but really the subtext there was a bunch of hippies wish they could shoot cops. The subtext in this movie is this team who's kind of fed up with where we're going as people. When I'm making a movie, I try not to set it in contemporary times, even though this one is really in contemporary times, where we're really parodying current things and current styles and stuff.
24 take A, Mark.
What's up, man? Come on through, yeah. Worst possible spot.
The movie is based out of Syracuse, New York, and that's where I'm from. I don't know why that makes me laugh. Because I know they'll be mad when they see it, you know. Because it's a road picture, I wanted it to start someplace where, you know, if it started in some place where the movie ends up, it wouldn't have been. Have a movie that ends in Los Angeles and you start the guy out in Glendale or Pasadena, it's not a hell of a road picture. And there's definitely a 70s tone to this movie, especially in the costume design, the production design. And this movie has a lot more style, and Brad had a lot to do with that. It's amazing that he could do it while he was so baked, but...
My name's Bradley Stonecipher, and I'm the cinematographer, the guy who makes the camera work.
His ideas were all story-driven, and I didn't feel like he was somebody who was trying to figure out what I was thinking about. He actually was just thinking about the movie.
There we go. There goes my reputation.
Genius. Top quality. That's how we're doing it.
I'm just saying this so he's not so pissed off when he sees I cut out all of this cool shit. Everything's in singles.
Bobcat made me realize that this movie is something that, you know, we got to get out there and make a statement that people should question the way they treat one another. Yeah, actually, when I first read the script, I had some serious reservations. I mean, Bob's definitely not bashful about putting it up there. Weeder Bobcat. Yeah, Bob decided to name me Moonbeam.
Hey, Moonbeam. Look what we did.
I guess he's under the assumption that I smoke a ton of grass. In my earlier days, I might have done that, but no, I was grass free on God Bless America.
He can't even say it with a straight face. He's high now. Look at his eyes.
Look at, he wants to eat the screen. Oh, God.
I'm mostly attracted to the project because of how turned on I was by Bobcat and some of the outfits that he wore. I mean, it was mostly his physique, his witty sense of humor, and the way that he stared at me was mostly why
had a hell of a bromance.
He needs a hug. Oh, Jesus, no. Hug me, hold me, buddy.
Yes, for me, there's a little bit of a bromance for Bobcat.
Platonic.
I hate that baby. I hate that baby's fat, stupid face.
Yeah, how do I feel about shooting a baby? I always tend to dig these holes for myself or the lead characters in the movies and then try to dig them out. You know, like, will you still identify with this character even if he does shoot a baby at the beginning of the movie?
So let's do it again. Cut.
The scene where we're in Chloe's parents' house, and Frank goes in, he's with Roxy. He tells Roxy, stay in the car, you know, whatever you do, don't get out of the car. She says, aye, aye, Captain.
That scene originally was supposed to be an exterior shot of him, you know, a shot of inside the door as he enters. There's going to be a shot of them having conversations.
He goes in, things don't work out as he'd planned. And luckily Roxy's there with a knife, ready to kind of save the day.
We realized that there was this opportunity that, I don't know, if someone's going to bust into a house and this madness is going to ensue, that there's no time for breathing, right? So the idea of like making this a oneer became very exciting.
Sounds like a oneer.
I end up shanking, for lack of a better word, Tracy, Chloe's mom, in the stomach.
But the challenge was the fact that Chris, who's an amazing makeup effects person who was doing all of our blood work, you know, he had a very limited amount of time. We run around the room, Chloe's mom passes camera, and as she passes camera, we literally have about 5 seconds for him to hook up the blood effects so we could then pan over, find Roxy with a knife in her stomach, and then all the blood to work properly.
Spraying blood on me, and I'm like, and I'm getting it in my mouth and in my eyes and in my, yeah, it was a lot of fun. The blood tastes a little sweet, a little chemically, not unpleasant at all.
So many baby cats.
3, 2, 1.
That was a blast.
As my character research, I have attached food particles into my teeth. There's one, and I spirit gummed it in, so it's not going anywhere, so you don't have to worry about that. And then there's some way in the back that's really more just for me. It's my what they call actor's secret.
And who are you?
I'm an actor. My name is Jack Cloud, and he hired me. It's happening.
I really like the stuff with Chloe.
I wanted an Escalade!
She's such a brat. Not in real life. Maddie's great. Maddie Hassan.
You're so stupid! You're not even doing anything! This is the biggest day of my life and you're fucking it up! And you can't even let me have 10,000 people? What the fuck is that, Dad? What the fuck is that?
You know what? Let's do this without them around. You know what?
Okay, don't cover your face though. That's good though. You embarrass me so much.
It's fine.
Come here.
You ruin everything.
You ruined everything!
Alright, cut. Great.
Because I know girls like that. And so it's a little like, what if?
y tus trailers.
One of the good things about the way we make our movies is that I use all my friends.
Hey, if he plays this well with one testicle, maybe the whole team should get cancer.
You know, that's the only way you can get these guys to play any worse.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm out of focus.
Okay.
Focus is fine. It's me.
Who's Tony V?
Who's Tony V? I don't know.
How do you know Bobcat?
Don't know him at all. Never met. He's only been my best friend for 30 years.
You got a beer? I'm gonna look at a cigar. Perfect.
To my recollection, he's the only one that puts me in things. I don't ever remember anyone going, I need Tony V. You know, I hope they don't really plan on killing me, and then you gotta sort of hit your marks and still flail around and think about not breathing at the end because you're dead. I'm just saying, it's hard to not breathe. You know, I've been breathing for a while.
Well, take number 3. That's when you regret eating a pancake on camera. We went with a professional pancake eater.
Well, I assume that's why I was hired. He's not for shit as an actor, but he can eat pancakes with the best of them.
Boy. Is there any scenery left after Tony ate it all?
They're perfectionists around here. They want it to look like a movie.
So that means every day I have a new friend coming to the set.
Bryce was in one of the a movie we made called Stay, aka Sleeping Dog.
Yeah,
Very, very good.
Yep, I was.
Hi, tiny camera.
I'd like to point out that he is a nice guy, but I continually hire him to play asshole.
That's good. Hey, that's my money.
I don't think it'd be that way.
No, that's my money maker.
The most difficult scene was probably I had a very long spiel in the office. It was first. It was my fantasy of killing people in the office.
Yeah, we just go like this. The gun comes up slowly. We follow it.
You can move the camera? Okay, let's do that.
With a 357 Magnum, which was one of my favorite scenes. But I actually got to shoot Joe Liss, an old friend of mine, my wife.
How was killing your wife?
The same as it always is.
I grew up with Tom Kenny, who is really hysterical, so most of my life was sitting around rooting him on and watching him be funny, and that to me was really thrilling. So I don't feel like I'm doing anything different now, especially not doing anything different now because Tom Kenny shows up in the stuff I do, where I'm just trying to find super funny performers and then letting them be themselves is pretty awesome. Like Melinda, she was the star of Sleeping Dogs Lie. She shows up.
Melinda is pregnant, and I am also. I wanted to get all the people I love together back, so that's why Melinda's here. Plus, she's a great actress.
You know you're in a Bob Kane, Pratt, Goldthwait original movie, and the first line you hear scream from the other room is, "Did you motherfucking poop in my food?"
Did you motherfucking poop in my food?
It's like, I'm back.
Which was the...
And when you have all your friends involved, then they care and they're there because they want to be in the movie, and they believe in you.
I only want to kill people who deserve to die.
Killing people, it's kind of weird, and it's a powerful thing. I mean, when a gun goes off in your hand with a full load, it's a big boom. But then when you actually started killing people, I was telling somebody that there's kind of like a stripper phenomenon. When a guy goes to a strip joint, for like 2 days afterwards, you're kind of like, hey, that chick should take her clothes off. But after you've been killing people for a couple days, you're driving around after work and you're like, I should kill that motherfucker. You know, it's just, can you say motherfucker on this?
I don't know. Mike Trisano, our armorer, was saying, you gotta get to the range, you gotta, get working with those guns, and I don't know, it was so much fun on set. Shooting the guns was great. I don't want to go on the record to say that I, really loved killing people.
How was it?
Great. It feels so great. The stunt scene where Frank and Roxy are driving down a country road and we meet this group of really despicable people.
Ooh, I know. And I just did it right on the zipper line, so we didn't even injure the dress. We just sew the zipper right back. That's what?
The stunt was a little rough the first couple of times. Closing. You got to do it. I was harnessed in, so I wasn't going to go anywhere.
So you holding the top of the car?
Tus tráilers. Visita mi canal.
But we'll see the car full frame as it comes in.
Ooh, got some nice
Was it awesome?
dust in the teeth. You know,
A little dirt in the teeth.
little dirt in the eyes, dirt in the teeth.
You okay?
Yeah, it's a lot harder than like talking about it, and actually doing it is really hard.
That's how math is for me.
As long as it looks okay, I don't care.
Do you like the things? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you?
Eris, when he comes out on the show for the big finale, there's these explosions that go off, and I think I told him there was going to be explosions, but I don't think I did actually. I just told him to stand behind here, don't go any further than here. So when the explosions go off, and you see his reaction, it may or may not be his genuine reaction to having explosions go off around him.
I like the part where he goes out and it's like the rap section and he talks about all the ladies, all the babies. I'm not good at an impression.
I didn't like the getting killed as much as I liked the killing. I suppose most people are that way.
It's a family film for everyone.
The squibs and taking the bullets, it's kind of a weird phenomenon to have little tiny explosions, not so tiny, go off on your chest and abdomen. And the bloody thing, it's fine. It gets sticky after a while.
Definitely more of a blood like bath, you know.
Being squibbed. I had mixed feelings about being squibbed.
You're a little nervous.
I was nervous. I was a little nervous. Kind of excited though, just to see what it felt like because I had been watching people getting squibbed. But it was fine. It's just, you know. That was a pretty intense scene. Yeah, that was a blast.
The takes that only really work are the ones where there's confusion and mayhem, and that can only happen kind of when you can't rehearse mayhem, which is good because we really didn't have time.
Joel Murray is a baby seal stuffed entirely with fabric from China.
I always tell people it's the perfect mixture of like efficiency and fun.
Indie films are, people say, are a labor of love. Like, people do it because they really enjoy the process.
There's just a beauty about that people are here making art because it is their passion and it's what they want to be doing.
What's that say?
Winner's bitch.
On every level, it's been really neat. You turn around and, you know, a couple older grips will be telling a younger guy, you know, how to do something, set something with a combo stand or something like that. And it's like movie camp.
Well, on this set, there's not much downtime.
It's exhausting. And people always say that it's tough making movies, but it is. So all those people that say that show business isn't a real job can just suck it. Just, you know what, kiss my fucking hairy ass.
I'd much rather be a part of a film that gravitates towards the story moving forward.
How we've really become this culture where the worst in people is really celebrated. I wrote this script for my wife as a Christmas present. I think the characters are based on her and I a little bit, but I also think the character of Roxy also has a little bit of my daughter's and mine relationship. So that's what the, do I have something on my lip?
I don't know. It's partially the people behind it, like the tabloids, like the paparazzi and people like that, and it's partially the people themselves that are being photographed. You hear these stories of them being just absolute jackasses, you know, to other people, and it's just because you have this fame doesn't mean that you can be a crappy person.
I think if I made a movie that wasn't violent about making fun of these same things, I don't think it would really draw attention to the things I'm trying to parody. You know, I don't think you can necessarily hug people into common sense. I think sometimes you have to scare them and let them know that you're pissed.
Tus trailers. Visita mi.
What is puppet hands?
Puppet hands is, you can either do them down with this puppet hands or up with this puppet hands.
Oh, I don't know if they catch it.
With their hands.
I think that's just Bob's natural state of rest.
Kara, go like this.
It's great.
He does a lot of that.
This is the gentleman boxer.
There we go.
There we go.
Better.
Oh! Oh my God! Oh, nice one! Oh! Oh!
Well, I know where you are.
For what I understand, it's a love story, a romantic comedy, starring Hugh Jackman and Bebe Neuwirth, and I play their son.